salmon sperm facial with salmon sperm injected into my face.
We need to have a serious talk about what is happening on TikTok right now, because I honestly feel like I am taking crazy pills. It all started with Jennifer Aniston. She went on national television and casually admitted she used a salmon sperm facial to stay young.
A salmon sperm facial.
I did.
Rather than the internet reacting with,
"Hell no!"
and a wellness check on Jen, we got internet girlies screaming, "Take my money." It's like we're living in a bizarre world. Almost overnight, the beauty industry lost its collective mind. Sephora is stocking it. Amazon is pushing it. Influencers are smearing pink salmony goo all over their faces. They are promising you the Aniston glow. They're promising you glass skin in a bottle. But they're all leaving out a dirty little secret. Because there is a massive lie at the center of this trend.
You cannot achieve perfect skin from just skincare alone. Take the example of the South Koreans, salmon sperm, DNA, all of this absolutely need the treatments from the clinic. They love the microneedling for the perfect skin.
What Jennifer Aniston did to her face involved a doctor, a clinic, and a needle. And what are you buying on Amazon? It's the same salmon, but honey, it is not doing what you think it is. So grab your beverage. Let's spill the tea on this salmon scam. First of all, the industry is totally gaslighting you about the procedure itself. They are selling you this fantasy of a spa day. They want you to think this is a cute, pampering facial, cucumbers on the eyes, Enya playing in the background. No, that is not what this is. To understand the scam, we have to look at where it's all started. The original treatment is a medical procedure from South Korea called Rejuran, and it is not pampering. It is straight up medical trauma. Here is how it actually works. A doctor takes a syringe. That syringe is filled with highly concentrated salmon DNA, and they don't just rub it on your cheeks. They inject it directly into your face. And I'm not talking about a little poke like Botox. I am talking about hundreds of micro-injections. They go grid by grid across your entire face. It is painful, and the immediate result is not glass skin. It is what patients affectionately call the reptile look. You walk out of the clinic covered in raised, fluid-filled bumps, and you stay looking like a lizard for about 3 days until the fluid absorbs. But here's the thing, it works. The trauma forces your skin to panic. Your body screams, "We are under attack," and starts mass-producing collagen to repair the damage. It is effective. But beauty brands know most of us don't want to pay $500 to be needled reptiles, even if we still want the Aniston results. So they pulled the ultimate bait and switch. They took the ingredient, the same salmon, they put it in a cute pink bottle, they slapped an $80 price tag on it, and they said, "Look, no pain, same gain." It was the perfect marketing plan, except for one tiny, massive detail that they forgot to check: physics.
Currently, there are no studies that I'm aware of that has studied topical use of salmon sperm or purified DNA derived from salmon and shown any efficacy in terms of changing the skin in a positive direction.
This is the part where the math stops matching. Imagine you buy this $80 serum. You bring it home, you do your double cleanse, you smear it on, manifesting that glow. You think that DNA is diving deep into your skin to fix your wrinkles, but your skin has a job. Your skin is not a sponge, it is a shield. Its entire evolutionary purpose is to keep things out. Bacteria? Keep it out. Dirt? Keep it out. Random fish DNA? Definitely keep it out. Your skin barrier has a very strict guest list. Scientists call this the 500 Dalton Rule. If a molecule is under 500 Daltons, it gets the club. Retinol, glycolic acid, they're small. That's how they slip right past the velvet rope and get to the party. But salmon DNA? Girl, it is a monster. We are talking 3,000 times bigger than the pore it's trying to squeeze through. You might as well try to shove a yoga ball through a keyhole. You can push, you can pray, you can lube it up as much as you like, but that yoga ball isn't going through the keyhole. So that's why Aniston used the needles. The needle smashes the door wide open, but when you use the cream, it is literally just sitting on your face. It is literally just a salmon glaze. So what's the marketing lie that says this is even a good idea? The story the industry made up to justify this is absolutely unleashed. They want you to think this is the Circle of Life facial. There's an actual dermatologist that claimed grizzly bears eat the salmon roe and they know it's healthy. I wish I was making that up. That was their scientific argument. Bears eat it, so you should smear it on your forehead. Are you kidding me? I am not a bear. I am not trying to bulk up for winter hibernation, and I'm certainly not eating the cream. But it gets worse, because they love to pretend this is wild salmon. They use words like pristine and natural. Let's be real for a second. Do you think they have teams of people standing in a river in Alaska gently catching wild salmon and extracting sperm? No way. This comes from industrial fish farms, massive, crowded tanks where salmon are harvested by the millions for food. And the PDRN? It's actually a waste product from when the fish are slaughtered. It's harvested directly from the sperm sacs. It's literally an industrial pollutant. They figured out how to filter the waste, put it in a pretty bottle, and sell it to you as clean beauty. But it gets worse, because the real origin story of this ingredient, PDRN, is actually kind of dark. It was discovered because of Chernobyl. Yes, the nuclear disaster. Back in 1986, doctors were facing a horror show. They had patients with severe radiation burns. Radiation is nasty because it doesn't just burn the skin, it shatters the DNA inside the cells. That means the body literally forgets how to heal itself. The doctors were desperate. They needed a way to help these cells rebuild their blueprints. They discovered that if they flooded the tissue with raw DNA fragments, the cells could grab them. It was a salvage pathway. The cells used the free DNA fragments like spare parts to patch themselves up. It was a survival drug for nuclear fallout. For decades, that's all it was. It was heavy-duty medicine used in hospitals to treat rotting diabetic ulcers and severe burns. It was a drug for sick, damaged bodies. But the beauty industry had the audacity to look at a drug designed for nuclear disaster and thought, I bet I can sell this at Sephora for $50. They took a medical miracle for wound healing and rebranded it for Glow. It's the ultimate irony, taking a survival mechanism for catastrophic tissue failure and using it because we look a little tired in the mornings. It's like using a defibrillator to wake up from a nap. It's overkill. And without the needle, it's useless overkill. So here's the question I know you're screaming at the screen. Okay, Miss Skinology, if it doesn't get inside my skin, how does everyone on TikTok look so good? Why did my friend use it and say she was glowing? I'm going to hold your hand when I tell you this. Because, bestie, you are confusing healing with being wet. Let's look at the chemistry of DNA again. DNA loves water. It holds on to moisture like a sponge in the ocean. So you smear a layer of fish on your skin, and it grabs every molecule of water in the air and holds it on your face. The dead outer skin cells swell up, looking plump and reflecting light like little disco balls. The industry calls this glass skin, but it's just a wet skin illusion. It's the exact same optical illusion as toilet paper. When it gets wet, it looks smooth, it looks translucent, but you didn't heal the paper. You didn't regenerate the fibers. It's just wet. And here's the thing that makes me mad. You can get the exact same effect with boring ingredients. Glycerin does this. Hyaluronic acid does this. Vaseline does this. Those ingredients cost pennies, but brands can't charge you a luxury tax for Vaseline. They can't sell you a $100 jar of glycerin, so they sprinkle in the salmon sperm. They call it a biostimulator. They talk about DNA repair, and they charge you a 5,000% markup. You aren't paying for science, you're paying for the story. So what are we going to do with this information? If you're chasing the Aniston results, you have a decision to make. You have two choices. Choice A, you choose violence. You go to a doctor, you pay the $500, you get the injections, because the needle is the only thing that cheats the rules of physics. Choice B, you stop trying to shove yoga balls through keyholes. If you want to stimulate collagen topically, you need ingredients that actually fit. You need copper peptides. These little guys are tiny. They go down to the dermis and tell your cells to wake up. They actually do what the salmon cream pretends to do. Or use the undisputed king, retinol. It's boring, it's been around forever, but it works because it actually follows the physics. It fits through the door. And if you just want to look shiny, go buy some glycerin. It costs $10. But please stop paying a luxury tax for a salmon sperm glaze. Girl, nobody needs that. The industry has figured out how to farm the salmon. Don't let them farm you too, girls.